So go ahead, Tom. You were talking about Edward.
Yeah, I was talking to Edward, and it's just this had been many years after we had first started playing together, and then I seen him a few years later, and he said to me, I couldn't believe his memory. He just said, "You still using 9-gauge strings?" And I said, "Yeah, but how would you know that?" And he goes, "Oh, I remember when you started using 9-gauge strings. That's when I started using 9-gauge strings because they worked so well for you."
And we're talking about Edward, who? Van Halen?
Van Halen.
Eddie Van Halen. And you were telling me a story about how you have the recording for Van Halen's first album.
Not their first album. It was one of their first gigs as Van Halen's before they were signed.
Before they even had an album.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Hear that, Eddie Van Halen? You're a star, man. You're a stud. I like you. I like your group.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were playing a gig together in this gutted out bowling alley. And, it was nothing but a huge building.
Hold on, before you get on that, okay. Do you like the taste of stevia?
It's very, very sweet. It's got a good taste to it. Got a kind of a nice tang to it.
Yeah, nice tang?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the more you eat, the better you feel. If they made candy out of stevia, people could gorge themselves like Augustus Gloop.
And be doing themselves good.
And be doing themselves good.
Yeah.
And that's Augustus Gloop and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for all you ignorant motherfuckers out there that are haters. So go ahead with your story.
Well, he asked me if I was still using 9-gauge strings, and I said, "Yeah, but how in the hell do you remember that?" And he just said, "Well, I noticed what a difference it made for you, so I started using 9-gauge strings."
Yeah.
Little things like that.
And you were talking about some venue?
Yeah, we were talking about this place that was a gutted out bowling alley in Covina, California.
Where I was born, Covina, California.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Van Halen brothers were living in Pasadena. And that's where they met Dave.
Tell you what, Eddie Van Halen, stevia is a stronger stimulant than cocaine, and it cures the human body in absolutely fantastic record speed. That's why the FDA seized it when they allowed it to fly into the United States. Okay, banned it. The FDA can't stand it. If the FDA doesn't like it, the Feed Death to America Corporation, if they don't like something, it means it's good. And imagine the acclaim on top of all the records you sold, Eddie Van Halen, if you were the one that brought it to the public. Okay, I'm saying that a regimen of stevia, as much as you can stand until you're loving it and you're doing a pound a month, would absolutely make everybody in the Van Halen band look like a facsimile of their 20-year-old selves. Peace out.